Okie dokie. Time to lock in. Okay. I need a fan. We'll do this fan. That works. Oh, it's already 7:30. Fuck. Hour and a half of what? Half an hour, 45 minutes of cooking. And on a toilet for a second. Watching a video for a second. Man, what am I doing? Should have been locked in here. What was I doing? I feel like I don't even know. I don't know how the time flew for a second. What was I just doing, dude? I was on the toilet for a sec. I never use my phone on the toilet, but fuck. Alright. Namespaces within global scope. Define variables and use the scope operator to get data, the scope resolution operator. So, to access other scopes. The glasses feel like maybe a little better. She bent them a little bit to my face today, which is interesting. So that they aren't flat and I'm looking at them like this. Now they're actually bent kind of around, I guess, maybe. It feels like maybe it's a little better. Probably placebo. But not done. Tomorrow I return them and then or ship them over. And then they adjust the prescription because I got a free updated prescription, I guess. I don't know how, but it was free. I applied to that Caleb Hammer financial audit because he's kind of funny. And having another perspective on my finances would be kind of cool. But, alright. Don't remember where I was. Let's find out. Yeah. Where was I? Let's go somewhere I've definitely never been. Yeah, definitely not. Yep, definitely not. Definitely not. Oh. Okay. Oh. I think I was here. Okay. Use the scope resolution operator. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. So we say we want to do the foo in that one. So we could do some input output. Dude, Control Shift B is now muscle memory. I keep doing that instead of Control S at work. So I know that I'm doing this at least, excuse me, a little bit, not enough. Like I want to be able to do it more, but I don't want to cut into my sleep. And work takes 11, excuse me, 11 hours a day, maybe a bit more. So like, if I do 4 hours, it's only one more hour. I mean, I could stretch it and go to bed at 12, but then, I don't know, maybe that's the strat. Fuck, that's the hard part. When I go to bed before 12, I wake up before 7 and I just sit in bed for an hour. Fuck, do I wake up and then record a little in the morning? Maybe I will. From now on, I'm going to do that because I don't really go back to sleep. Okay. So we need a namespace in order to do a print high. So we're going to do namespace high. And then we'll have a function that is a void. It's called print high. Oops. And what it does is it prints high. What was this exclamation shit? That's it. And then we'll just do high, oops, high, print high. Cool. Oh, why are you a thing? Nobody's including you, nobody's using you. What are you bitching about? Cool, we print high here. All right. What about if I had one here? Void print high. And then it does high from global scope. Oops. and then hi from namespace hi. Oops. Isn't it backslash that hi backslash that? Is that how we do it? Or is it? Okay, fuck. I don't remember. Isn't it? It's not, or is it? It's not that. It's that. Isn't it an escape operation? Or is it? It might be. No, it's not that. Literal suffix n? Yeah, because it's not within. Okay, yeah. So it should be this, that, and then that again, right? Right? Where are we missing this? Line 5? Oh, oops. Not using the insertion operator. Okay, so that is working. Alright. So we have that from namespace hi, and then... Fuck, excuse me. Oops. Cool. So there's that, and then there's global scope. And what if I did that? Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, so maybe... I don't know when I would do the scope operator for global scope. So yeah, I could have like 2 different ones. Like we could have 2 different namespaces. Need input output. So we'll have namespace hi 1, and it, oops, and then void hi, print hi, oops. Then we'll say hi from hi 1, oops. Cool. And then we'll have another namespace, hi 2. Yep. Cool. And then we'll say another function, print hi, output hi from hi 2. Cool. And then we can say hi 1, oops, hi 1, print hi, and then hi 2, print hi. Cool. Isn't that cool? Feels cool. Hi 1, hi 2. Okay, cool. Okie dokus. And then if I needed to get deeper and deeper and deeper, then I could do that. I could say, oh, within hi 1, or within namespace hi 1 is within, or within hi 1 is this, within this is this, and then this is this. Okay, cool. All right. This produces the result you would expect. We did foo's do something, which is addition, so we pass it 4 and 3, so we get 4 plus 3 is 7. Cool, but if we still wanted to do the other one, we would do goo something, and we would do 4 minus 3, so we'd get 1. So we would do goo something, 4 minus 3 is 1, yes. We explicitly pick which namespace we want to look in, so there's no ambiguity. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, as opposed to what? Like having one in global space here, outside of main, but not in a namespace, and then having another, well, I mean, global namespace, I guess is what it's technically still within. And then, if we had one in a CPP file, then it would still be global, unless it was within a function there, maybe. Okay, explicitly pick. No ambiguity, use the following, okay, oh. Right. Meaning we can even do the following, we can do both. So, yeah, we can do foo and goo, 7 and 1. Cool. No name prefix, okay. We can do it in front without a namespace. Oh, I'm talkative today. Sometimes I just don't want to talk through the shit I'm reading. Identifier is looked for in the global namespace. Okay. As opposed to just doing it in general, isn't that the same? Yeah, it is. That's what it says. It's superfluous, but now we'll find out where it can be useful. Cool. Oh, from within namespace. So if I'm from within a namespace, and we do, if I did print hi from within, or like a variable within global scope, and I did it here, oh. But wouldn't it still already do the one in global scope, because anything that's in global scope is in scope within something smaller? So like if I had a block and I had a variable defined here and then I had another block, I'm pretty sure I can still access that variable in that block. So if we had one in global scope, can't I still access it in the namespace? So what's the point of doing that? Okay. In which case, okay, so we have foo print. Okay, so within a namespace, we have this function called print, and it prints hello, okie doke. But then we have another print that is just the scope operator without a left operand that's used as the unary one, or the unary one. And it calls print in the global namespace. Okay, yeah, so same shit because it's already right here. Okay. So in this case, it's not needed. It's extra. Just a waste. If it's inside, if it's used inside a namespace. Oh, if it's already used in the namespace. So if there's already an X in main, then so like, what if I did this? Oh, oops, sorry. We'll just do. Actually, I don't even need that. What if we just do? And then we just do int X, 5, and then whatever. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do that. That's fine. We'll get input output. Oops. Yo, please. We'll do this, and then we'll output X. Cool. All right, we're happy. But if I do an X3 here, declaration hides global declaration. Oh, treated as an error. So the declaration of X hides the global declaration. Ah. Okay, interesting. What if that was in a namespace instead of my main function? Would it still say the same thing? So if we had, yeah, we'll just do int X and we'll make him 3. And then we have namespace holds X. Or we'll just say namespace Charlie. Okay. And then we'll say int X 5. And then we'll do X. We're cool now. Okay. And it prints 3. But if I did that, and then we did Charlie X, oops, like that, we can get both. We can get 3 and 5. But if I'm within here, within Charlie, if I do X, oh, oops, hold on. So what happens there? If we do that, that's cool. But then what if we... What if I say this? We're redefining... Oh, I guess because this is defining, it's not within a function, so it's not executing. A namespace is just like where shit is defined, it sounds like. So what if we say... X is 5? No. Multiple initialization? The point here is we could do int y and initialize them to be x. Or we're not outputting him yet. So we could do standard character output Charlie y like that, and we could get y is 5, or we could do that and get y to be 3. So within a namespace, I can use different identifiers by having to do that. So if I did, yeah, if I just left this as x, then it's getting the x that it knows within its own scope, within the braces that it exists in. But if we do the scope operator, the unary scope operator, then it instead gets the one that's in global scope, because then a function it'll okay. Maybe it's just a namespace thing, like we don't actually use that within main, because in main, what was it saying in main earlier? So like if we did x is 5, we just do that. Oh, actually, what is it even doing here? Okay. Oh, we weren't even... Oh, I thought it was having issues here. Oops. Okay, so we're cool. So who are we going to print? Obviously, we're going to print the global variable. But if I want to, so right here it doesn't matter because I would just do Charlie to get X if I want 5, and then I would just do X to get 3. So by default in a function, it gets the global scope one, but within a namespace, maybe namespaces don't have access to. What happens if I did this? If I did X's, well, I mean, we can run statements in namespaces. I mean, we just did it. So what if I did Y is 3, and then we say Y is 5, and then here we output Charlie Y. Uh-oh, multiple initialization. So maybe you can't, can you not run statements in namespaces? No? User defined namespaces. Okay, hold on. Finding your own namespaces. Okay. Oh. So maybe it needs to be within a function. It can't just be within it. So if a namespace is somewhere else, I wonder if I have to include the thing that defines the namespace. It feels like probably. Okay, but we can use the scope boy. No prefix, okay. Okay. If it's used and no scope resolution operator is provided, it will try and find a matching declaration in that namespace. Okay. What was 7.1? Just blocks, okay. Okay, so there's hello there. Okay, so we're doing print hello there, and print hello there is printing print. But it's called without a scope resolution operator. So instead of it doing the global scope, it'll actually do its own first and then global. So because it's in that, it will first see it. Hold on. Because it's used in the namespace. Hold on. What the fuck? What is happening here? Let me reread this. Okay. So it goes backwards. Oh, is there one within foo? Oh, there is. Okay. If it didn't find one, then it would say, oh, is there one in global? Okay. Oh, but it's not declared that. It's just trying to see if there's a foo print. And there is. So this is called. So when we do print hello there, it'll check this. If it hadn't been, then it would check the names. It would check the containing namespace, meaning the one that holds this namespace, so global namespace, to see if it found a print there. Okay. So if we did foo print hello there, we do print hello there, and then it does print, and this didn't exist, then it would print this one. But because it does exist, then it would print that one. If we don't want that one, and we actually want the one that's in global namespace, then we have to use the scope operator to go and get global scope, using the unary operator instead. Okay. Okay. For declaration of content in namespaces. Yep. Hmm. To propagate forward declarations, so meaning like to compile them and put them all in one spot, or to move them for, but to put them somewhere, I guess. Sounds like so we can have a header file with a namespace in it. Oh, so the namespace would actually be in both. Okay. So the namespace would be in both a header file and an implementation file, and I would include that header file, which has the namespace in it, which has the 4 declarations inside. They also need to be inside the same namespace. And then we include it here, and then we can use basic math. So we can't just put a namespace in another one. We actually have to put the namespace in both. So let me see if I get this right. Excuse me, sorry. We'll do just get a function. Let's see we want, what do we want to do? Print yo, sure. So we'll do inside so I want to print yo. How do I print want to print yo? Want to print yo. Yo. Okay. So we will make a header file and call him print yo. And we'll say if not defined, print yo h, then define print yo h. Okay, and then when and inside him, whatever, we're gonna do. Oh, so it splits it like that. Okay, cool. We're gonna do namespace yo. I am yo, and when inside him, he has void print yo, and print yo has no parameters. All and this is a for declaration, so we just do that. Okay. So he's cool. We're cool. We're not using him yet, so it's fine. and this is valid. We haven't called him anywhere, so the linking issue doesn't happen yet. But then we'll do print yo cpp, and we'll include print yo.h, and then we'll do namespace yo I am yo. It feels like the best thing to do here is to just copy this guy, just so I don't screw anything up. Void print yo, but inside print yo, I am, we'll just print yo. But that means that print yo needs to include IOStream. And if he's already included, then IOStream's already included, so it's fine. And this includes it, so this gets IOStream. Cool, because it's not already defined here. So if we include this guy, then it's not defined yet, so we define him in there. Okay, and so here we're going to include print yo.h, and then we're going to do I am yo, and then we'll do print yo. Boom. And he says yo. Oops. And he says yo. Didn't it do the same thing just now? Oops, please. Oh, no, he did not. Cool. So we have to define the namespace in 2 spots. What if we didn't? Ooh, there's the linking error. Why? Because we're saying print IMO is included in this header, is here, but motherfucker's not implemented. So it's an unresolved external because he hasn't been implemented. He's been implemented in global scope, sure, but we're not even calling him in global scope. So he's just here. We don't have an issue here. There's no issue on fucking print yo CPP. The issue's on hello world. Why? Because we're calling something using a scope operator because he's within this other namespace called IMYO, and he's in here and he's declared. Okay, so there's no compiler error, but there is a linking error because he's not fucking defined anywhere. He's only declared. Okay. Okie dokie. Makes sense to me. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, okay, that actually deleted everything. Okay. Bop. Okay. So, we got this guy somewhere. We got his CPP who adds him. Why? Because to make sure these return values are cool. Because otherwise it'll say define but differences in, or there's a define, or it's like the same except difference in return type or something like that. So you don't get a compiler error because he's actually defined somewhere, but, or maybe you do. Something like that, but that's the issue. There'll be some bug about the return type, and you do that because it'll catch it at compile time. Because if you don't include this guy, then it'll say, oh, okay, he exists. Oh, okay, he's implemented somewhere. Boom, boom. But then you get a linking error instead of a compiler error. So, all right, let's see. Set the for declaration for add. For add wasn't in namespace. Then add would be yes. So if it wasn't placed within namespace here, it would be getting, or in here, it would be being declared in global namespace. And the compiler would complain that it hasn't seen a declaration for the call to basic math add, because add would have been for declared in the global namespace, not the other. So if we wanted to do that, or we'll start, just get our function going, and then we'll say, we'll just make, I am him. That's what his name is. And we'll say, there's names. We're gonna first include I am him.h. He doesn't exist yet. Ah, fuck it. I guess we'll start with that. I am him.h. and we'll say, oops, if not define I am him H, define I am him H, and if, and then in here we're gonna say namespace. Oh, we're not going to actually. We're just gonna forward declare, and we're gonna say, what are we trying to call? What are we even doing? I'm him. We're gonna just do a function called void print I am him. Print I am him. Okay. No parameters. Forward declared. Cool. Prototype. We're including them here just in case the return types are wonk, and we're gonna say namespace I am him. And then within here, we're gonna do void print I am him. And then what he actually does, this guy needs to include input output. That way we can use it here. I am him. All right, we're gonna do I am him. Cool. Oh, haven't used it yet, so no issue. Right now we're not calling anything. We got some function defined somewhere but not used. We have a for declaration. Cool. He's not used, so no issues. So, cool. We're including him. Here we're gonna include I am him.h. See if we have any issues just yet. Not yet, because we haven't called anything, so this declaration is cool. It's valid in the compiler. And because we haven't used it, we don't have to link it. And same thing here. Sure, he's defined in here, but there's no call to him. But now if we call him and we say I am him, whoops, hold on. Namespace I am him, which hasn't been included yet, so I guess it doesn't even exist. What if I just said using I am him? What if we say using, namespace I am him? What if we do using namespace standard? Is that cool? Okay, so that's cool. But using namespace I am him. Alright, issue. But if we say here, namespace I am him, oops. And then what if I say, oops, within this whole thing, boom, boom. And then we can say I am him. We're cool. And the reason is because we've included this guy within him. So the header files need the namespaces. All right, noted. Oops, that's the for declaration. We need them. Okay, so if we do this, we're okay. Not using them yet. But if I say I am him and then print I am him, the function, no parameters, no arguments rather. Well, same shit. He's not a class or a namespace name. So the point is I've declared him, but I've declared him in global scope. So if we said that, if the for declaration wasn't placed within this namespace, then it would be declared in the global namespace. And the compiler would complain it hasn't seen a declaration for that call. If it, let's see, what is happening here? We good? Okay. Oh, I'm seeing the little piece of metal. Haven't noticed that before. Oh, probably because it's bent more, so I can see it now. That makes sense. Wait, this is actually fine. Me looking in this is dark mode and it's in a dark room. My eyes aren't being strained at all. I feel good. Man, thank God. Download this thing, dude. And dark reader right here. This guy, he's cool. If it wasn't in that, then the linker, hold on. Oh, so if the definition wasn't, then it would be compiled but not linked because it hasn't been found. But we're getting a compiler error because the fucking declaration hasn't even been, or the declaration hasn't even been found. And actually, we get an error first. We don't even, it's like a short circuit. We're getting an error right here because this boy doesn't even exist. He's not even here. So what if we said, if we did the namespace and we just did namespace I am him. Okay. We're not using anything yet, so we're cool. And then I say I am him. And then what would even happen? What if I did that? Nothing. Okay. Well, we haven't done anything. What if I did this? Oh. What if I did using namespace I am him? Oh, cool. Okay. And then what if I did void print I am him, no parameters, and it's a for declaration. And then we say I am him, scope operator, to get print I am him. And this would appear regardless of the definition, I think. So if we just take this and then put it here. And then we say I am him. Yeah, print I am him. Oops, sorry, that's not correct. We had an issue even before that because I was using an identifier that don't exist. He ain't got no damn arguments. So, which is what we need. And it's not required, I think, but because the void function doesn't need anything, but we use that, I guess, to indicate that it's a function. So I have treat warnings as errors on, so we cool. Unresolved externals, we get a linking error. Why? Because, oh, hey, look at this. This guy's valid. I know him. Yeah, I am. Dude, I know him. I am him. Oh, hold on. Dracula, I am him. Smoking runts. Took that shit out because she couldn't run. Damn. To do it to them snipe. I would judge Judy on that pussy. Snipe? Who is Snipe? I'm not loyal to anybody. I'm a demon. I'm a demon? I have no loyalty. I love I'm a demon. Never did. That phrase is so funny. No loyalty. To be with a demon sounds like her problem. To me. Ha ha. This shit ain't nothing to me. Man. Dude, who is that? Has to be a porn star. Holy fundamentals. Get it back in blood. I really did. I'm him, baby. Into an empire. Stop playing with me. I have no sympathy. I live for this shit. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm nice with it. Ha ha. My money long. My pocket's deep. No pocket watching in these parts. Let me settle some beef real quick. Cutting straight to the bricks. Chanel optics got me seeing shit. Uh-oh. Okay, beef settled. Yeah, because we say, oh yeah, I know him. I am him. He's in me. Pause. Boom. But he's not actually defined anywhere. He's defined in global scope. So we could do, if we're not printing him that way, we could just do print I am him. What would happen here? Bump. Not found. Why is he not found again? Oh, because we haven't seen a for declaration to him. So if I then did void print I am him, then we actually don't have an issue because he's in global scope and he's for declared in global scope. But here, fuck, I wish there was a way to insert a line above. Like, damn, whatever. We'll do that. No, not build. There it is. Cool. So inside I am him, he's declared. and he's defined here, which means now we can say I am him, and then boom, get him, and then print him, yo. Call that mofo. Bop. We don't need this. We don't need that. Oops. Cool. And I think I can just delete her up. Bop. Cool. Linking error. Man, I think we're good. Yeah, it's fine. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so if he's declared but not defined, well, we got a fucking linking error because he's declared but not defined. So it's like, yo, I ain't got nothing to link. I can't finish the call. You're calling and it looks like he's home, but he's not home. I don't find him. I went into the house. But if we instead say he's in the house, but the door is locked, motherfucker, you gotta open the door. You gotta declare him by opening the door so I can see that he's home because he is home. I can't look through the window because it's peeping Tom shit. Cool, I think I understand. Multiple namespace blocks are allowed. Meaning, multiple blocks within a namespace. You didn't even do it. What? It's legal to declare namespace blocks in multiple locations. Oh, meaning the same namespace in two spots. So how do you differentiate? Oh, it's the same namespace. So we could do... Interesting. If it's because it's in the same scope. Oh, all declarations because meaning that this is we're declaring the same namespace in two different header files, and because it's in the same namespace, the global namespace, it's part of the same namespace. Okay. Just like if we just pretend that if we pretend that main lasts for two different files, well, if I declare X in one, and then I declare Y in another, well, then I can probably use them later on. Hold on. Does that make sense? No, the best way it makes sense is just, hey, taking a header file and splitting it, or taking the scope that a header, taking scope and making it encompass two header files. If I put shit in one header file and then more in another, and then I include both, I can use them both. So we could say, like, for example, we could have, oh fuck, man, you're getting me on these dang. Oh, because you're just forward declaring, you're not actually, you don't necessarily have to implement him. Is that right? I don't think I've ever even done that. So if we just get some input output, and then we just have void, or we just have int get num. Oh wait. What? What is this? Oh, this is just in a namespace. We're just declaring the whole point of this is just one scope, and we're just declaring a variable. Two different identifiers, two different variables, and it's within the same scope. So two different header files, and I can include both, and then use both. So like if we had, I mean it's the same as this. If I just had output just to test, and then we had int x is 5.0, or sorry, we'll just do 5 because it's not a float or a double. And then we'll do int y is 3, and then we have main, and then we say output x is insertion x, and y is y. Boom. We're cool. We get 5 and 3. But then if we include crazy nums.h, excuse me, and then we do include x.h, we'll just do x.h and excuse me, y.h, and then we have x.h and y.h, and we say in here we'll just do same shit, if not defined, yh, define yh. Oh, and I think you do before and after, but whatever. We'll just do 3. And if, oops, and if, and then we'll just say int y is 3. And then we'll say in x, if not defined xh, define xh. And if int y, oops, is 5. Did we do? Oh, oops, we did that. So we'll do x and then X is X and Y is Y. If we didn't include these, then it would say, yo, bruh, ain't no identifier called that. He's not in global scope. Because he's within these. He's within, well, he is within global scope. It's just that we can't see him yet. Right? Isn't that how that works? Yeah, he's not forward declared. He's not in, we haven't seen the global scope. Yeah, just like if I did like here, and if I just did int x, and we just value initialize them, and then we have int x, fuck, I don't even know. Does that even make sense? Could you even do that? Uh-oh, what the fuck is this? Okay. We can't double initialize them. That's multiple initialization. So if we just did int x, that's how, wait, hold on. No, it is a redefinition because we've literally defined them here. This is default. Okay, it doesn't actually work here. It's different for functions, but the point basically is that we can do include x.h, include y.h. Oops. And then we can get this guy in both, even though they're in different ones here. And if we do, because these are both in, because global scope is in both of these, but if we have namespace, and we'll just call them X, sure. Does this even work? I don't even know. Namespace X. And then we have namespace Y. Is that capital? Nope. Namespace Y. And then we'll do that. Damn, it doesn't add it. That's annoying. What if we said X, X, and then Y, Y? We're cool. Oh wait, hold on. We need these to be the same namespace. We're just gonna do crazy num. Crazy num. I'll do crazy num Y. Crazy num X. Y. And we can see right here, if we do crazy num. Oops. Crazy num. We get X and Y, even though this header file only has the X defined or declared. Same shit. If you declare a variable that it's been initialized, it's the same shit. And then we do Y. Boom. And then we get the same shit because the same scope goes across the same one. So global scope. But if we define one new scope, a namespace, then it carries over to any others that use the same ones. Oh, what if we did this, and then we did namespace crazy num, and then we said z, or int z 4. And then we'll say, and z is crazy num z. Oops. Cool. Now we have all of them. Because global scope from here to here. Crazy num scope, part of crazy num is in there. Part of crazy num is in here. Part of crazy num is in there. Cool. Y and X. Kill him with fire. Bop. Make sure, see if those guys are totally gone. Shoot them out. Nice. Kill. Kill. Okay. All declarations within the same namespace are considered part of the namespace. Okie dokies. What happens if I declare the same namespace identifier in the same namespace? If we just do, don't even need this. We'll just do int main. And then we'll just do, oh, we need to do this in global scope because what even happens if I do namespace yo? Oh, yeah, it has to be immediately, meaning it has to be within global scope because global scope is the one that's immediately available. Because we have to go into global scope first. Well, global scope is what we're already in, and we have to see them right there. We gotta boom, right in there. Okay, so if we do namespace yo, what happens? Oh, namespace yo, namespace yo. Hold on. So this is cool. This is not cool. So if we did that, oh, hold on. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, this is all within main. What the fuck am I doing? Oops. Namespace yo, namespace yo. I was gonna say, I was like, what? Oh, so there's a yo and a yo. Holy shit. And then we can have oh, okay. And then we can have int yo. Here we go. Include string. Yo. Come on. Nice. I can have a yo in a yo in yo. And I could have a function called and in this one we have void yo. Does that work? No, because they share the same identifier. Fuck. No, that won't work. Damn it. And we'll say we're gonna get input output too. I think they're both within the standard library, so we're just gonna do this. This might be wrong, but I'll do that. If it has an issue, then what are you doing, bro? Oh, yo. Oh wait, standard output. Oh, hold on. And then we print it a standard string. View will just be optimal. View. Thing, and then we'll say we'll output. Oh, what the fuck? What was I typing in? Standard output. Thing. Damn it! Yeah, I thought so. Line 10 because it's already been defined. I forgot. Variables and functions. They have to be inline just like templates and types in order to be used multiple times. Damn. Alright, well, I at least get to do... Oh, and then I could have within global scope. Yeah, we could still do that. That works. I don't think I care which one. I mean, I could do... We'll just do void yo, and then he takes standard string view called thing, and then what he does is he... Ooh, what the fuck? He outputs the thing. And then what we could do is yo, oops. And then we could make sure that we're just explicitly calling the global scope one. Fuck! Because he's the namespace. Hold on. Damn it. Because we have a function that has the same name as the namespace. So the problem here is this guy and this guy are named the same shit. So this would be fine if we just said that. It's not doing anything with it. Like if I just did that. All we're doing is we're outputting in the yo namespace is a variable named yo, and he's a string, and we're just outputting him, and it outputs yo. But I wanted another function, but then there's a confliction here, and then a confliction here, so we can't have, like if we had a standard string named yo, this is yo, also doesn't work because the namespace is not a template nor a type, so we can't, it doesn't, well, I think even inline stuff can't conflict with stuff with it. Yeah, that's it. It's that templates, types, inline functions, and inline variables can be used within different files in a program and be, I guess, redefined or redeclared or something, but within the within different files. But in the same file, we can't do that for, well, we can in the same file, just different scope. Can't do it within the same scope. Maybe that's for all. Okay. But the point here was that, hey, global scope spans all the header files, and you put stuff, all your files, it sounds like, and you put stuff within them to make local scopes via namespaces. So there's the global, and then there's namespace, and then I guess this is a local scope. This isn't necessarily, main isn't a namespace. So by including the two different header files, we're still getting global scope from both of them. Just so if I have X in one header file and Y in another, both within global scope, I can use them both. Similarly, I could make namespace hello in one and namespace hello in another, same caps because case sensitive, and then I could have X in one and Y in another. But that is just namespace hello within global namespace. That's namespace hello within global namespace. It's the same namespace, just like global's the same. It's the same. It's like some big It's like some big scope, and it has different files that use different pieces of it, but it's all still within the same stuff. So you could have like this big namespace, and you could say, "Hey, this file's defining this here. This file's defining this in here." But if we use this guy somewhere else, nobody gives a fuck where they came from. We just care about what's actually in the namespace. Okay. Works exactly as you'd expect. Yeah, so we get to include both header files, and we're declaring the same namespace in both. We're using the same namespace in both, so we're cool. We're pulling shit from the same scope. Basic math has pi and e. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Extensive use of this feature is each one contains it in standard. Oh, okay. So you could have multiple. You have different ones. So you could say using namespace standard. No. Well, using namespace standard and get all the shit within it. Could you do that without including the header file? No, because the header file gives you the namespace. Could I include only one though? I don't know. Well, I guess the point is I include different header files to get access to different pieces of the namespace. So, sure, I get this whole namespace, but if I want to use this that's defined by this file, I still have to include that file, that header file, in order to use that piece of the namespace because they're inside different spots. We can't have the whole fucking namespace defined in one header file, because when we include that header file, we have to copy all that shit. So instead, you just copy the little bits that you want. So, oh, I have this string header file. String. It's called string with the fucking template operator, the less than or greater than, less than greater than operators. We got string here. Well, what string is one header file within that using the whole standard namespace defines these guys, the string stuff. So you include this file, and you get this part of the library, or this part of the namespace. You don't get the whole namespace, you get a little piece of it. So if you want to use another piece within the same namespace, you might have to include another file. Just like you got a bunch of books on the same shit. My mom was getting me to read that fucking ACOTAR shit. And I finished one book, and that's it. The characters just aren't compelling. Ah, fuck, I did read this morning. Never mind. I was about to say I meant to read something this morning, but I didn't. Getting caught up slowly on Grimgar. So, same book series, same namespace. There's just different chapters. You don't, like, if I'm going to read one chapter, I don't have to buy all 3 books just to find out what happened in this chapter in this book. I don't have to get books 2 and 3 to figure out what happened in chapter 1, book 1. I don't have to get C standard int fucking, like, what is it? Precision, whatever, string view, IO stream. I don't have to get all these if I just want to store a standard string. Standard string is in the same namespace of standard, but it's up here. I don't need to get all these books. Cool. Okay, I think I beat that horse to death. I think I understand it now. I understand that horse's anatomy pretty well. Otherwise, the entire yeah, exactly, motherfucker. And of course, he says exactly what I was thinking, bro. Come on. Okay, no music is the strat sometimes. As each, alright, makes extensive use as each standard library header file includes or contains its declarations in a namespace standard block within that header file. Otherwise, the entire standard library would have to be defined in a single header file. Standard library meaning the namespace. So each standard library header file, so I guess that's what they call it, the library. The library is a collection of header files that define the same shit within the same scope, i.e., or that is namespace standard, which is within the global namespace. So it's all the same. It's just there are different files that have different shit. We're just checking out different books to get those functionalities. We don't need the whole fucking shit behind me. It's cool to have it there to know, but I don't need to put it all on the desk just to read one page of one book. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I can have another header file that in the namespace standard has extra shit from it. Doing so causes undefined behavior most of the time because it has a special rule prohibiting extension from user code. Damn. Alright, fine, I won't. What happens if we do, though? Let's find out. So we're gonna do. Motherfucker, what? And we're gonna call them standard extension. Oops. If not defined, standard extension H. Define standard. Oh, it's so hard typing like this. Everything in standard. STA no, there's one letter outside of standard, and literally N and I and O. N, I, and O are the only ones. Boom and boom. That's all that there is on the right side. It's all just holding shift with one finger and then typing with the left. Because I'm not going to hold with my fucking. Am I? What if we do if not defined? Standard. Ugh, it's so annoying. Standard. Okay, it's actually even more annoying. Standard extension H. Define standard. Oh. Standard extension H. And if. But what is the easiest way to do end if? It's so annoying because I have to do hashtag end if and I can't go up. I have to end if. Oh, well, now I can. It's that when it was doing the autocomplete. End if. Boom. Up doesn't work. Up does not work. Down does not work. Right, left, nothing. Well, right, left, right works. I mean, if I had, I don't know. I actually have to. I can't even press left enough. Actually, what happens? What happens if I do that? Let's just find out. So if we do end if, and then I just keep going left. Oh, I can get out, but that's the only way. Okay. So I guess the answer is still end if. Enter up twice. Or it is. I mean, you see how much more efficient I do. And then I go right here. That way I have a space automatically between here. So I just do 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Return 0. Return 0. Up 2. Boom. Cool. And if. Enter. Up 2. Boom. Why does it add these extra fucking lines? Alright, so we'll do. What am I including? We're doing namespace standard. Void extension. Oops. Extension. This is the header file, so this is just a declaration, which means we technically need an implementation file, also called standard extension. And we'll call him include standard extension H. And then we'll say namespace standard. What the fuck is this? Void extension. Oh, the H needs IO stream. We need to include IO stream for input and output. That way we can actually output in extension. Bro? God, I hate mistyping, fucking doing the P instead of this guy. It's always so hard to find these guys. I mean, I can usually do it, but just tough. What if I do control? No, it doesn't work because end, that moves you automatically. Never mind. Okay. That doesn't work. Alright, never mind. So in extension, output, this is an extension of namespace standard. Pop. Fuck. Oh wait, hold on. We haven't even made an int. We haven't even made a function yet. So we'll do we don't even need IO stream. We just need to include standard extension. And then we'll do standard extension. Uh-oh. Oh wait, hold on. Standard extension. Fuck. Oh wait, extension. It works. It works. It does allow it. It's allowed. Nice. Okay. Well, you were wrong. A rule prohibiting extension from user code? Not true, buddy. I just did it. Namespaces can be nested in other namespaces, so we can do foo. We can do foo, scope operator, goo, scope operator, add arguments. Bop. Yes. Because it's a namespace within a scope. So we could do... Couldn't I do... Oh, I like doing more files now. So we could do... I'm just going to do IOStream just because. So we'll do 2 header files, 2 different namespaces with the same names. No, I already know the answer. It's fine. I don't need to test it. I was going to say I could have 2 different header files, 2 different, the same namespace in both, and then another namespace within it. But just like it's the same namespace name identifier within the program, or within the same scope. So there's one yo namespace within global scope, but that means that there's one yo namespace within global scope. So if I then put another one named ho in the yo namespace, that means there's one ho namespace in yo namespace in global namespace. Because in global namespace, there can only be one yo namespace, and in the yo namespace, there can only be one ho namespace. Meaning, in that one namespace, not within a namespace's namespace, because then you could do more. So like I could have one, if I have yo, and then inside it is ho, and then ho has x, I could also do another namespace inside ho x, because they're in different scopes. So inside, straight inside that namespace, there can only be one of that identifier. One x function, one x namespace, that kind of shit. This is the cool shit. This is the coolest shit I've learned so far. Bro, motherfucker decided to sleep. Oh, I got a text? I didn't see that. Wow, rare. I'm about to get a knock on the door in a second. I'm about to learn some vibe coding, son. Just to expand the repertoire. Might have to use AI, because again, I'm not trying to become a programmer. I'm not trying to become a game developer. Motherfucker, I just want to put the damn headset on and play my video game. That's it. That's all I want. And I want to make some... Fuck! I'm gonna have to make some money too, though. Fuck! So I do have to do this. Damn it. Because I want to make a lot of money doing something that's cool, that I like, and what I like matters to me. Therefore, it must be valuable. Fuck it, I'll pay myself. I don't care. I need to make 160K working at a big old VR company leading the fucking charge, getting sent integrated in the meta quest or something, so you can run around in in my goblin cave, or somebody else could run around in the forest and smell it, or be driving in a car sim and smell the new car smell because they have their evergreen cartridges lined up. They've got sent 3X and 4Y, and those combine into evergreen, and it just occasionally bursts a little bit, and it's that new car like leathery smell when they're more enhancing VR. Yeah, I want that, but I want to smell the goblin piss in the freaking cave because it puts me on edge and I'm scared, and I've never fought this before, and it smells bad, and I can't leave because once I entered the cave, I guess you could just leave the cave, but I guess you could, but if I'm already down there and there's goblins behind me and it smells bad and makes me feel like anxious. I don't feel anxious about like anything but tests or public speaking, which I like both. But fuck, that would put me on edge for sure. I guess I like feeling on edge. I like that a lot. That's why I've always liked competitive games and stuff, and factions and 1v big numbers in Minecraft. That's good. Okay, what am I yapping about? I want to make money doing fun, cool shit. And for money, for my personal project, I mean, I don't have to make the shit. If I could just say, AI, do this, and then just put it on my head, I'd be done. I'd be set. Fuck yeah. That's what I want. And I want more money so I can just save and not have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about anything. I'm saving enough. I could retire on what I have easily by 65 if I never stop doing anything what I'm doing now. But I want more. I want to be able to retire whenever I want. And that's only retiring with like maybe a couple kids. I want a bunch of fucking kids. I want to have my dreams accomplished, or like starting to become accomplished in 10 years at 35. And then boom, bag a baddie real quick. Nice baddie with similar values. Want to bring up some kids. Raise like 8 or 9 kids. Make some money. Feed them, care for them all. Holy. And have my VR going. Ooh, damn. I need to make a lot of money so I don't have to work so much. Damn. And instead of daddy's going to work, daddy's going to play. Daddy's going to work, buddy. I'm going to work on this fucking goblin. That's what I'm about to do. This goblin piss smell. Okay, alright, enough schizo shit. Jesus Christ. Alright. So yeah, we can have a namespace. In a namespace, already figured that out a long time ago. Because goo is inside a namespace, we access it as add within goo within foo. So we gotta use foo and then the scope resolution operator to get the shit within foo, and then the scope resolution operator to get what's inside goo. And then, foo, and then get what's inside goo. And then we're inside goo. We've resolved its scope, so we're operating inside goo. So we can get, boom, add. Another way? Foo, goo. Oh no. That's disgusting. People are gonna say don't do it. Isn't he gonna say it? He doesn't say it. Oh, it's a stylistic choice? Really? So we could say namespace foo and then foo goo. Ugh. Or we do foo goo that, and then foo. So we could do foo and then stuff within foo goo. Whether you keep foo goo definition different or nest goo instead of foo. I feel like the stuff would start to get harder to keep track of if you don't have it laid out like that. Maybe not. Maybe that's not the case. So we could do, what do we want? Yeah, we'll just do in main. We'll do include, thangy h. And then we'll do thangy, bangy, do thangy. And then we'll have thangy, if not defined, thangy h, define thangy h, and if, and then we'll say, fuck, what is it? Namespace, fuck, this needs to be capitalized. Namespace thangy, namespace bangy. So namespace thangy. Or what if we say namespace? Do we say namespace thangy bangy? We do. We say thangy thangy bangy. Does that work? Thangy bangy. And we say function void do thangy. And then we'll say include iostream. Oh, oops, this is a for declaration. So fuck. Oh, I think that's fine. So we need to lay it out like that, but then we do that. And then we have a CPP file and we call them thangy. And we say include thangy h. And then we say namespace thangy bangy. And then we say void do thangy. But then we say what he actually does. And this already includes iostream, doesn't it? Yes. So we have the input. So we're boom, input and output. And then we'll say doing thangy bangy wangy. And then we'll say that. Oh, it worked. I should have built earlier just to see. I'm going to do that. Let's just, what happens? What happens if I do that? Okay. We get a link error because we say, oh, okay. Within namespace thangy, who has a namespace bangy, who has a function called do thangy. Well, we for declared him. We've included him here. So we have the code here that's included at the top here. So we see at some point the for declaration of do thangy. Okay, we can use him. Where is he at, though? We don't see him defined in bangy. We're saying it's not resolved, yo. Meaning, inside thangy's bangy, there's no do thangy. This is just a schizo episode. Holy, doing thangy bangy wangy. 0.06 seconds. Wait, how was that? That was faster than building without anything earlier. 0.06? Earlier it was like 0.4. Oh! I think we're good. Cool, we're just not invoking main. Cool. Anything else? Anything Anything else? Oh, they didn't delete this time. Why? So annoying. Let's empty that trash. KO. Okay, what else? How much else do we have? Oh, we're almost done. Okay, so we can do if I want to declare something inside something. So instead of having to go inside standard and then inside here and then inside here and find that in the header file where the rest of the shit is, I can just make another header file and say, okay, this is another chapter of standard, but it's actually a sub chapter. It's in standards string piece. So it's in namespace standard, scope operator, string. Oh! Sounded like a footstep. I thought I was dead. Standard, scope operator, string, open brace, close brace, stuffage. That way we're basically saying, hey, yeah. Oh, that's scary. He knocks on the door so damn ominously. All right. Hold on. Namespace, aliases. Okay. All right, well, more tomorrow.